7 traits of a high-performing junior golfer. Number 1, relentless work ethic. Goes without saying, if you want to be the best, you've got to work the hardest. Generally, the best players I see at any level are the ones who work the hardest and work the smartest combined. So they're generally the ones who will go and do more whenever they don't want to. So they'll be willing to do the things that other people aren't willing to do. Whenever they do hit that wall, whenever they're tired, whenever they're bored, they keep pushing through it and extend that wall every single day. They're willing to push themselves and work hard any part of their game, whether it be technique, whether it be short game, whether it be mental stuff. They're working hard and always progressing at different parts of their game to make them a better player in some shape or form every single day. Number 2, they have quality routines, processes and structures that they follow every single day. So what I mean by that is that they make it easier for them to work hard, they make it harder for them to fall off track, because they have got into a process of these set routines that they follow every single day, whether it be when they wake up, what time they go to sleep at, what they eat. They're professional in how they go about their life, which makes it so much easier for them to stick to their practice structures, to know when to practice, know when to not practice, know when to rest, know when to work harder. So have processes and have routines for your everyday life, because those little processes stuck to and done consistently well every single day is what's going to lead you on to becoming the best player you can be. Number 3 is they have a strong awareness of their own game, so what they're strong at, what their tendencies are at certain times. So this is really, really important. So what I see in the best juniors I've spent time with is that when they're, say, at a tournament and they reach that inevitable point where they struggle and they feel something in their swing they don't like, or mentally they don't quite feel where they should be, they have an awareness, say it's swing, say it's golf swing related, they have an awareness of their tendencies. So whenever I see a certain ball flight, I know that I tend to do that at impact. Okay, whenever that happens at impact, I know I tend to do this. So and this drill links to that. So they are not running around in circles trying to guess what's a solution to the problem. They're able to understand their own game, understand their own tendencies, so they don't have to, number 1, go searching, which keeps them a little bit calmer. And number 2, they don't have to rely on having a coach with them all the time. They become self-sufficient, which is massively important for you to become a high-performing player. Number 4, they understand how to practice and train effectively. This is so, so important, because if you've got the best work ethic in the world and you're not spending your time effectively in a way that suits you, then you're wasting your time, which is such a shame. So the best juniors and the best players I've spent time with and worked with are ones who they understand how to properly practice. So at certain times of the year, for example, they understand how to periodize their practice. So when to work on something more than something else. So for example, they know what time of the year to work on their technique. What time of the year should I be developing myself physically? What time of the year should I be working more on my performance practice? They understand what to hit hard at certain times of the year. They also understand whenever they are training, regardless of the time of the year, they understand what proper practice looks like. So how to mentally engage in every single shot, how to make every shot matter, have a consequence. They measure their practice in certain, when it does need to be measured, it's all calculated, and they make sure they're getting better from what they're doing all the time. Number 5, they have a strong support network of people around them. So what I mean by that is that they build a team of people around them who they really trust and they get on with. So if you're trying to do this alone, I don't care how good your work ethic is, how much you know exactly what you want, how to get there, you're going to struggle to get there by yourself, because you're going to reach that inevitable time where you do struggle. You need someone to pick you up and boost your confidence. You need someone maybe when you've fallen off track to tell you to get back on the track and help you with that. You're going to need people around you who you trust and click with. So that could be your coach, it could be your parents, it could be your best friend, it could be your girlfriend, it could be your strength and conditioning trainer. And the key is you don't necessarily need to find the best coach or the best strength conditioning trainer in the world or the best around. It's the best for you. So find a coach or an S&C guy who you really, really trust and that you understand what he's trying to get you to do, what she's trying to get you to do, and you fully buy into what you two are working on to try and make you the best player you can be. That's really, really important. Build a team around you who you trust and get on with as much as you can. Number 6, they love the game. Really simple one, but really, really important in my opinion. So if you're an aspiring player who wants to go on and become a regular tournament winner or play at national level and beyond that, then I would strongly urge you to really figure out what it is you love about golf. Is it pursuing technique? Is it the art of just hitting balls constantly, or skill shaping shots? Is it practicing day in, day out? Is it the competing and winning under pressure? Figure out what you really enjoy about it and do loads of it. Because if you have that connection with what you really love and enjoy about the game, then you'll always be motivated to continue to get better at that and continue to practice. So never lose touch with what you truly love about the game. 7 is that they have a high level of skill. So what I mean by that is that they can adapt to the situation to perform the task in hand at a high level. So if you're an aspiring player who plays regular tournament golf, we all know how thick and fast those tournaments come in the summer. So it's going to be inevitable you have your B game, your C game, your D game sometimes at these tournaments. And the key to performing consistently and being able to score and compete at these tournaments with your less than A game is that your skill level needs to be a little bit higher. Because if you have the sense and feel for where the club head is, how to get the ball around the course when you don't feel at your best, then you're going to be able to last and compete over the period of a season. And that all comes down to how you train every day. Are you training your skill? Are you practicing in a way that's developing your feel, developing your sense of where the club head is and how to hit certain shots in certain situations? Practice to adapt and develop your skill as well as just developing technique.